As you guys are working on Module 3, I thought I would take a moment and do a couple of examples of some of the calculations that you see. In Chapter 7, one of the things that we cover is z-scores. And so I want to go through a few examples with you of how to calculate z-scores. So let's say that we have a IQ scores, which are normally distributed, and we have a mean of 100 and a standard deviation of 15. It's best to draw the curve when you do the questions. I find that it helps me to visualize. So I will draw the curve and identify the areas that we are looking for. And I usually find that that helps me figure out exactly how to do my z-scores. So let's say for the first question, we want to find the percentage of scores between 100 and 120. So we want to find what percentage of individuals who took the IQ test scored between 100 and 120. So we'll draw our curve first. So we have our mean of 100. We want to find the percentage of scores that are between 100 and 120. So I will draw a line here for 120, and I like to shade in the area that I'm looking for and put a little question mark. So I want to find what percentage of scores fit into this shaded area. My formula is z is equal to x minus the mean of x divided by the standard deviation. I've been given everything that I need here. So 120 is my x, so I put it into the formula here. 100 is my mean that was given to me at the beginning, and 5 is my standard, or 15, excuse me, is my standard deviation, the number that was given here. So if I continue my calculation, 120 divided by 100 is 20, divided by 15, so my z is equal to 1.33. So in order to find out, this tells me my z-score, but it doesn't tell me the percentage of scores that fell between here. So this tells me that 120 is 1.3 z-scores above the mean of 100. So in order to do the next step, I have to look on my chart. And if you remember in Western Online, I gave you a chart to look at. In Western Online, I gave you this chart to find areas under the normal curve. As you look at this chart, across the top of the chart and down the left-hand side of the chart are z-scores. And this represents, down the left is z-scores in tenths of a point, and across the top, z-scores in hundredths of a point. So if I want to know, and for this example, I calculated that my z-score was 1.33. So I want to go down to 1.3 on the left-hand side and then over to 0.03 on the right-hand side, or along the top. So the number that I'm looking for here is 4082. Do you see that? 0.4082, this number right here. That is my area under the curve. Now it gives you that calculation in proportion, right? So 0.4082 is equivalent to 40.82%. So the percentage of scores between 100 and 120 is 40.82%. So I found my z-score, I looked it up on the chart, and I like to put my little eyeballs here to say that now I had to go look up on the chart. So I looked it up on the chart, and on the chart I found that the area under the curve was 40.82.